Hi, I'm Dr. Rebecca Schmidt from Northern Illinois Cat Clinic here in Libertyville, Illinois. I'm going to talk with you today about kitten and cat care and wellness examinations. When you first get your kitten, it's extremely important to call right away so that physical examination can be done. We love to see the kittens as soon as you get them. We love to see kittens in general. They're just so much fun. But when they're kittens, wherever they come from, they could have been exposed to disease. They might even be in the early stages of some type of health problem that you might not recognize, and you just don't want kittens to get sick. So make your phone call immediately. We'd love to see you right away, and then when you come in, the first thing we do is a physical examination. So we look the kitten all over. We're looking for any kind of contagious disease. We're looking for fleas, for ear mites, the obvious parasites. We're also looking for something called ringworm, which kittens are more susceptible to, which is actually contagious to people. We also look for parasites. We test for parasites, internal parasites like roundworms and hookworms. We just check to make sure the kitten is healthy in terms of listening to the heart and the lungs. The physical examination is so important to find out that your kitten is healthy from the very beginning. We talk about vaccinations at that visit. Vaccinations for distemper and upper respiratory disease are extremely important in kittens. Their immune systems are not mature yet. They are much more susceptible to these diseases and to become very, very sick in terms of life-threatening illnesses also, or an adult cat might be more resistant. So getting their vaccinations is very, very important. From the first month that you have them will determine if they are old enough and well enough for a vaccination. Kittens get a series of vaccinations up until they're 16 weeks of age. We also are giving deworming medications because kittens will often have parasites that even lab tests can't determine, so it's important that they do have some deworming medications in the beginning, but we'll talk about those kinds of things with you. We also talk about preventing parasites and preventing illnesses. Once your kitten has reached the age of 16 weeks, then your kitten is ready for either a spay or a neuter, depending on whether it's a female or a male. So we talk with you about what that means, the surgical procedure, getting them through that. It's extremely important so that they don't have to go through, for instance, a female going through a heat cycle, which is very disturbing and uncomfortable to them. And then also the male cats, as they become more mature, their urine begins to get a very strong odor. And also they begin to want to mark their territory. So to prevent any behavior problems like that, it's important to have them neutered, and we talk with you about the age to have that done. We also talk about other behavior issues with young cats. Sometimes people haven't had cats before, and they often don't understand that certain behaviors in cats are very normal, and they might think it's a behavior that is not correct or not the right thing to do. So we talk about how to also help the kitten can become part of your family and orient into your household and have behaviors that are appropriate for your family and for your situation. Once your kitten has been spayed or neutered, then they're becoming an adult cat. We see the kittens back at about 8 months of age, because about that time their teeth have come in. We want to make sure that their teeth have come in appropriately and are healthy. Sometimes cats' gum tissues don't become normal and healthy again after the teeth come through, and this inflammation can go into adulthood. It's important that that be caught very early, and we will catch that at an 8-month visit. We can correct that in most cases, or at least determine that a problem might be coming up that might need to be treated at an early stage before the cat actually becomes sick with that. Then we also see them back when they're a year old. At that time, we will booster their vaccinations. We will also talk about how often those vaccinations need to be given. They are given an adult distemper upper respiratory vaccine. The distemper is a virus that can cause a very severe bone marrow suppression and very severe illness. It can be life-threatening. Also, the respiratory viruses can cause very severe upper respiratory disease, pneumonias and ulcers and eye infections. So these vaccinations are extremely important in the young kitten and also the young adult. We start talking when they're a year old about adult behaviors to make sure everything's going okay within your household. An important part to talk about with your veterinarian is any kind of litter box issue. A cat should be using the litter box for both bowel movement and urine, nowhere else in the house. People are often embarrassed when it happens that they are going outside the litter box. Don't be embarrassed. Talk to us about it. We can offer you a lot of advice here at Northern Illinois Cat Clinic to get your kitty back on track. That's a real serious problem in a cat when they're not using their litter box appropriately. We also talk at about a year of age about whether cats are going to go indoors or go outdoors or stay indoors. We do give different vaccination protocol for cats that go outside, so we will talk with you about that. We also talk with you about when they need other vaccinations as they become more mature adults. We do recommend an annual examination, a wellness exam, watching your cat's weight, talking about vaccinations, talking about any kind of behavior issue that your cat might be having. We look at their teeth from the time they're kittens. We talked about some issues up until they're senior cats, because cats can start forming tartar, gingivitis, and plaque when they're about a year of age. So we want to prevent that from becoming a more serious problem. So we are looking at your cat's teeth, we're looking at your cat's skeletal system, we're looking at your cat's weight. We're looking to be sure your cat is healthy in every way. We begin recommending some blood work by the time that they are neutered to be sure all their organ systems are functioning properly. So we are here at Northern Illinois Cat Clinic to help you help your cat stay healthy and be a member of your cat household into his many, hopefully very, very old senior years. Thank you for listening.